Hey, it's Brock here from Rock Hill Farms, and today I want to show you the two biggest excavating projects I have planned for this property in 2022. First, that's going to take us on a four-wheeler ride up to the top of the property where you're going to see why we call it Rock Hill Farm. Then, it's going to take us back into the very back corner. And I'm also going to use the drone to kind of show you the layout of the property and the way water runs off and how that's going to affect my plans. Should be a good time. Just up here to the right, you can see some concrete, and that's where we cut this wooded area back and made a little patio area. I had a pretty cool video on that doesn't have very many views. If anybody wants to check it out, I'll put a link in the top corner towards the end. But the way you see me coming right now is a way I've used before to access the back of the property. But as I got closer, I saw that there's just tons of small thorn trees here, or thorn bushes, and they're the kind that have like the 2-inch long thorns, and I don't want to puncture a tire to ride back here, so I'm looking for another way around. Just getting back here is a good challenge, so really taming it the way I want to will be quite the undertaking and will probably require some bigger machines. So this is why we call it Rock Hill. This is like a rock minefield where there's just no gaps in between the giant rocks. As we go on further, it turns from rocks into boulders, like bigger than the tractor. And my property line is maybe another 100 feet that way. And it's all thorns and rocks. That's what we have up here. And big dying trees. So I want to clear more down here and maybe be able to bring the hay production this direction. And I also want to make a trail that we can easily ride across this end to access the back corner of the property. I think it'll be a lot of fun cutting a trail up here. Jump back on the four-wheeler and see if we can cross through the rest of this. In addition to contending with the thorn bushes, this looks different up here every time I come up, and the path I have normally been taking is blocked by a downed tree, so I kind of have to negotiate a way through. This trail cutting project and the other one I'm about to show you are things I've wanted to do for quite some time now. And obviously I've still got a couple of bigger projects I'm working on now with the Quonset hut and our main pond expansion. But once those are done, this is what I hope to get done in the next year. I'm not looking to clear this whole area. I just want a path that we can ride through easily to get back and forth and just for the kids to have fun on with the four-wheelers. And I guess we're getting to the point it'll be more the grandkids that are riding back here. And if anyone's worried about me ruining the habitat for the local wildlife, when I show you the drone footage, you'll see that there's 1,000 acres of untouched woods surrounding my property, so all the rabbits and raccoons and deer aren't going to have any shortage of good hiding spots around here. Down here is the second project, and I want to turn this area into a pond. We have a big ravine here, probably 10 foot lower in the middle than it is right here, and the raised area goes all the way around. It's about 3/4 of a pond already, and this holds water about 3 months out of the year. But over here where a storm blew our trampoline down and stuck it in that tree, that side doesn't have a bank. So we have standing water that goes across this whole area, across into the other property, and I think there might be a little dry stream, right? Yeah, it runs here and back that way. And this is like an overflow. And I'll have to put a lot more thought into it, but I want to do one of two things. I either want to turn this into a pond, or I want to bring in fill and level across it. But either of those plans requires me to take out a bunch of trees and all kinds of debris and stuff that's piled down here. Right now, the only thing we do down here is the kids ramp the four-wheelers out the high side that already has a bank. If we can turn this into a pond and the elevation works out and we're able to drain off of, you know, the top of the hill into this, it'd be twice the size of the other one, and it'd be a fun project to do. It'd give me some experience so I can expand and offer that type of service. I just have to check everything out first. Now I'll give you an overhead look of the property, so maybe what I was just showing you will make more sense. Right now I'm taking off from the patio area that I dug out of the woods. This is right behind the back door of the house, over close to our wood shop. And I just about flew the drone into that tree. Backing up a little bit, we're at the edge of where the hay area ends. You can see the house, both of the shops, and the Quonset hut there on the right. Then we're directly above the area where I was having trouble navigating with the four-wheeler. And panning out here, you can see all that wooded area that's pretty much untamed. So we have plenty of wildlife habitat. Then you see hay all to the left and right, and the darker green area is where the new pond would sit. As I back up a little bit more, you can see the Quonset hut in the bottom right corner of the screen. And everything from the Quonset hut down to where the pond would go is a nice downhill grade. And I'm almost certain that I can funnel water all the way off the hill down to this area, even more than it already is. There's another shot of the surrounding property. Not a lot of neighbors out here. Now pointing back towards the house, that's a half-acre pond that you normally see. You can actually tell it's bigger than it looks when you look at it from this angle. And I think the new pond would be bigger, and we could definitely make it deeper and have some good fishing area down here. What I have to consider with this is not just can I make the pond, but as you guys know, you have to consider the impact on the surrounding area, and I don't want to affect the way the neighbors' properties drain or anything like that. Let me know in the comments what you think I should do about the trail and the pond ideas. I appreciate you taking time to watch the video. You should see links to more of our videos right here, and I'll see you next time.